We're on. Oh, hi everyone. Mr. Kiwi. Sorry about that. I don't know what I was thinking. Not paying attention, I guess. Just back again here to hit up or to showcase real briefly another purchase that I made. Some 90% American constitutional coins or junk silver, 90% silver. What I have here is three $10 face rolls of US silver half dollars. As you can see real quickly, we've got some Kennedys and we got some Franklins. My favorite, honestly. I mean the standing liberties, or the walking liberties, and the standing liberty quarters are beautiful coins, but honestly they're always too worn, and that's what we have right here. I think this is on the half dollar. Is it the walking liberty or is it the standing liberty? I can never remember. I think the half dollar might be the walking liberty. Anyway, I'm not gonna open these. I guess I could. Let's do it, because this is going to be a short video anyway. Let's just do this. Let's answer our question about which Lady Liberty is on this roll. And the other thing is too, because these are often the most worn, let's see what kind of condition they're in. Let's see what we got. It's a lot more fun. This will go a little longer than I anticipated as a result, but I'm seeing some nice ones in there. I haven't answered my question about Lady Liberty yet. I think she's walking. I think I see one here, like it looks like the eagle, the St. Gordon's eagle design, or a gold eagle design. Enough of that trash. All right, the big reveal. We have got Walking Liberty. I was right about that. Okay, we got some focus here. As you can see, we can see the dates. And I'm just going to, not going to spend a lot of time looking at these. Nothing, there won't be anything numismatic in here other than a little bit of history. You can see these are in pretty good shape, honestly, for, I'm blocking the camera there with my other hand. I don't feel too bad about these. There's nothing here that I'm not happy to have. They're dirty. That's part of the, I think that's part of the mystique of old coins. The fact is, I buy them for the silver content, not really for any other reason. I guess let's look at the other half. Now here's one. Apart from being maybe a little toned, there's one there that's hardly circulated at all. Look at that. That is in great shape. For, let me see if I can read the age on this one. $1943. So that's a war era silver half dollar, and 75 years old at least. So it's in great condition for being 75 years old. I'm almost 75 years old, so I hope I look that good, 10 years from now. So I'm getting off camera there a little. So that's the first roll. We got some Walking Liberties. Now we've got some Franklins with the Liberty Bell on the reverse, and band on the obverse. Oh, these ones are really clean. And this is often why I like Franklins more than the Walking Liberties. Some people like the Walking Liberties because they're older, but as you can see here, look at the color. Look at the color on those. Very, very nice. Now, I'm not sure the best way to showcase these. Whoops. I'd like to be able to flip through them a little and let you see them without blocking the camera, but we can do this real quick, talking to myself. There's the dirty Liberty Bell that we were talking about. It's kind of an iconic coin. Ben Franklin on the obverse, and the Liberty Bell here on the reverse. It's kind of a iconic. Almost, well, more so than the Shield Eagle, right? But this is obviously a lot older and a lot more historic. Of course, the Shield Eagle was used on a lot of old coins as well, I guess. Just in my experience, all I've seen it on is the Type 1 Eagles. So there we go, $10 face of Benny's. There's a 1963. And of course, we've got the Roosevelts here. I'll open them just because. No reason not to. There's not a lot to look at with the Kennedys. These are all, of course, going to be 1963, unless some later 90% silver ones, you know, more modern ones. Okay, that wasn't successful. And drop everything. Bump the camera. Let's just get carried away here. Why don't we? What I was saying was they're all from 1963, although they've made many 90%, and I think even now 99% Kennedy commemorative half dollars. And but these should all be 1963s. And what often happens with Kennedys, because in 1964, I'm sorry, they should all be 1964s. In 1964, they announced that they were doing away with silver in the coins, and the Kennedys were all hoarded for obvious reasons. It's a year after the assassination, and silver was going to go away, so there was any number of reasons why people would hoard these. So many, look at this one here. This is mint state. I won't say it's proof-like, but that is mint state, I'm telling you. And that's one of the reasons I like the Kennedys. See if I can get some focus here. You can see there's not really any reflectivity there. It's just super shiny. It's a business strike, meant for circulation coin, but it's clearly never been circulated. So could you call this bright uncirculated? Probably not, without any provenance. These were rolled in Monument Metals rolls, so they're not mint rolled, they're not bank rolled. So there's no way you couldn't claim these to be uncirculated, but almost every one of these is, and here's one even shinier. Let's see what Kennedy looks like. Yeah, see, this one's a little marked up, but that's just from being in a roll, rubbing together. Probably could get that schmutz off of there. But anyway, I'm going to, let me zoom this back out again. No, I think I can leave it. Nope, wrong pile. This one over here. Nope, I couldn't get it on camera. So there's $10 face of Kennedys. I'm going to put these into tubes that'll go into my guidehouse box, and that'll be 3 more added to the stack. Actually, it'll be 4 more because I previously showed this roll that I got from SD Bullion. Heck with it. We got a minute here. Let's take a look at this one. This one's going to be the same thing. This is mixed though, so there's going to be a variety in here. I can see the end coin is already a beautiful Kennedy, very nice Kennedy, and we got some variation in the color. As you can see, there's some pretty tarnished coins in there, but the ender is very nice. I'm going to try and show you the other end without dropping them all. The other end's a Franklin, which is in normal circulated condition for a Franklin. Let's take a look at that. That's actually a very nice Franklin. Very nice, if you don't mind the dirt. Okay, so I'm going to keep my stacks separate here because these are all, I can mark these tubes. When I put these in the guidehouse box, I can mark them as what they are. And this will be a mixed, so, you know, I want to keep them, I don't want to mix them in with everything else. So let's just see if we can go down here without showing you any more of my messy office than I have to. And take a look what we got here. Benny. Benny. Another Benny. I won't spend too much time on these because we already looked at this. This is a very nice Benjamin. Okay, these are mostly Benjamins, but we had the one Kennedy on the end. Well, I'm just going to go through these real quick. I won't waste your time. But these are all Benjis. So I'm going to take that Kennedy out. Maybe turn this Kennedy into a pocket piece. Because yeah, it's almost too good to be a pocket piece. But I'll take a Benjamin out of another mixed tube, and I'll have another tube of Benjis that I can put away. So that was that. That was all I had to say. All bought at spot or even below spot. And I did all bought at spot or even below spot, but my camera is kind of off here, so you can't see it all. Thanks again. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed seeing some junk silver. And I highly encourage anybody who's stacking, keep an eye on these daily deals, especially on the dip days. And if you got some extra cash, go ahead and splurge. You deserve it. Until next time, have a great day. Happy stacking.